woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Ajayi. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Kennedy flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kennedy. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
On 1st down, Kennedy. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Ajayi. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Kennedy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This offense converted once already in this 1st quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Kennedy. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, hey.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Newton to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, here's an option right across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
On third down, Kennedy. It's brought in left side by Tate. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking to throw. Kennedy escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Back to the air on second down. Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Newton now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This offense as a group ranked 30th on the ground, and those are the kinds of runs that have earned him that spot.
Yeah, dubious distinction, right? Because no one wants to be in that position, and no matter what your style of play, you want to be known as a team that can run the ball when you need to.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
180.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Buying time to his left. It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go, fellas.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Newton on 1st down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Stephon Anthony, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Kennedy. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, Kennedy. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Set. 180.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Newton. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Parkey adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
Again, they run with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Play action. It's Newton. Rolling to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Caught right side, Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kennedy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Eluding the pressure right. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, But don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Throwing on first down. Kennedy underneath. This is Bernard. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
Come on now.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. Here's Newton. Carrying one deep for Crabtree. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. And Newton's going to keep it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Davis. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Mike Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive. Kennedy looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Kennedy. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this will be caught at the 30. And now running right through it. It's a big play there for Seattle. 72 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with a J. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Come on now.
2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll try the air now with Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Newton. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Newton. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The Seahawks were the most penalized team in the NFL last year, more than 9 a game, and now they've got 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They run again with a giant. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right, and he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'll remember.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.